What's going on, everybody? It's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. Welcome back to our Alabama College Football 25 Dynasty. We're here in the year 2025, Week 12, as we face off against the Vanderbilt Commodores. And our team is on a roll, man. Defense, most specifically, as they have only given up 3 total points in the last 4 games. Not 3 points per game, not a 3-point average, 3 points in all 4 games. It's wild. It's crazy. I know. How is this possible? We're just taking a real quick look here, just as recruiting is going on. We're not able to schedule any more visits. Don't know if we're going to get any of these guys here. This may be pushed into the postseason. We still sit atop there with the number 1 recruiting class. Georgia sneaking up behind us. They're not far behind. But we're still holding on to that number 1 spot. And we'd probably look to add some more players as the season comes to a close. One thing I am going to do, and we've talked about it the last couple of videos, and that is improve the quarter lengths. Quarter lengths right now were 7 minutes. We're going to go to 10 minutes because we are playing with the accelerated play clock. The reason for the accelerated play clock, it kind of gives you a little bit more of a feel of reality, because you don't see teams. I mean, if you do the hurry up, then it doesn't accelerate the clock. But if you just run your standard offense or coming out standard defense, you're getting to the line with about 20 seconds left on the play clock, and that's pretty close to reality. What I've found is running 7-minute quarters, the quarters burn up pretty quickly. They're gone pretty fast. And so we're going to switch to 10-minute quarters. Gives the other team a little opportunity to get their offense going. Gives us a little more opportunity to, score some more, and we're not feeling so rushed. We may get some more accurate scores. Although I've been liking the scores we've had the last 4 weeks. But that's enough talk. We're here. We're back in Tuscaloosa. It's another home game as we take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. We had an in-state game last week against the South Alabama Jaguars where we did take care of business, but in that first quarter, South Alabama gave us a run for our money. As Alabama comes out fired up and ready. Another SEC game here. After this, we've got a trip to Arkansas, and then, as always, the season ends in the Iron Bowl. This year, we're headed to Auburn, to Jordan-Hare Stadium, to take on the Tigers. But for now, we've got to focus on the opponent that's in front of us, and that's Vanderbilt. Dylan Carter, their quarterback, having an okay season. Not bad. So if you were with us the last video, we had Caleb Downs. As we put the backups in, Caleb Downs actually took up the reins as the sub-linebacker, but he's back in his normal position now at strong safety. Excellent blocking there by the Commodores. Chase Gillespie, the running back for Vanderbilt. Nobody's covering this guy over here. We were in zone coverage, but I expect a little bit better than that. Vanderbilt quarterback throwing for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. Nice tackle there by Jaheed Campbell. Another big tackle by Jaheed Campbell. We've got him 4th and 1. Punt is on the way. We might have been able to tuck that one in and take off for a return. But here comes our offense, led by quarterback Ty Simpson. Jam Miller, our starting running back. 874 yards, very close to eclipsing 1,000 yards for the second season in a row. With big runs like that, he should get to it pretty quickly. 17 carries, 139 yards last week. Nice little outside throw there to Kendrick Law and a good catch. Another first down, Alabama. Just saw there Ty Simpson hasn't quite hit the 1,000-yard mark passing. That's because he wasn't the starter at the beginning of the season. That was Dylan Longren. Dylan Longren just did not perform well as the season went on, and it ended in an abysmal showing against Texas. We did win that game in quadruple overtime. But Longren, I believe, only completed 7 passes in that game. And, he was a young starter and everything, so we probably could have dealt or looked past that. But the biggest issue that we saw with him was his constant threat to transfer. And Ty Simpson comes in and does things like this. So, yeah, it's pretty easy to make that switch. Yes, Dylan Longren upset with the play style. The fact that he wasn't getting more and more passing yards was a constant threat every week to transfer at the end of the season. And so we made the switch to Ty Simpson, who's a little more mobile. I kind of had fears that our passing would drop off because the reason we chose Dylan Longren was because he was a phenomenal play-action style quarterback. But as you saw, the play action there just worked beautifully. Little quick throw there. I went a little past the quarterback. I could have had a sack, but excellent tackling there by Deontay Lawson. It's 3rd down. Excellent pressure. Fox in for the sack. And Vanderbilt once again set to punt. Hampton tries to make something happen, but it's a no-go. You see the current projected bracket right now has Alabama in the number 2 spot. Also with the first round bye. Wouldn't be so bad. I'll take that. Good run up the middle there. Gain of 4. We come to the line. Ooh, some fancy footwork there from Jam Miller to set up the blocks. We got ourselves another first down. Ryan Williams comes down with the catch. That was a little risky there. The corner did not bite on the curl route there. Oh, tried to get a cut back there, and it was not going to work. Oh, Just once again unable to get the pass off. We're at the end of the first quarter. Alabama currently up 7-0 on the Commodores. With the opportunity to kick a field goal to go up 10-0. Timeout. He'll go kick 53 yards. Let's give it a try. Why not? Oh, terrible. Terrible kick. Wow. He may have been able to get that through the uprights. I'm not sure, but a lot more difficult than it looks. Or it looks pretty difficult, so, you know. Excellent run defense from the Alabama defenders. And again, it's 3rd down. Jaheed Campbell gets there for the tackle, but just not fast enough. Big hit, intercepted. Keon Keeley. And he's in for the touchdown, Alabama. The big man interception. Keon Keeley, our rush left end. A heads-up play by the young defender. Kick is up, kick is good. Good tackle there, and Alabama's back on defense after the turnover. Big hit there. No gain. Another big tackle, small gain there, and it's 3rd down. And it's going to be another sack by Fox. And another punt by Vanderbilt. An excellent return by Hamilton. Once again, a lot of pressure coming from this Vanderbilt defense. But you can't pressure. You can't go one-on-one on the outside with us. You can't do that. I thought you Vanderbilt, you boys supposed to be smart. You ain't been watching the tape. Every time you try to do that with Kendrick Law or Ryan Williams, it's not going to be good for you. Ty Simpson's going to lay one out where only his man can get it, and that's going to be the end of it. Touchdown, Alabama. Touchdown, Kendrick Law. Ty Simpson, his second touchdown pass of the day. And we're up 21-0. Nice booming kick. I think one thing I did notice with the kicker, the little arrow, when we went to get the extra point after the pick six, the little arrow was shaken even before we, set to kick. So I think. Oh my goodness, he almost broke that one free. Good pass there by the Vanderbilt quarterback. But I think your kicker can get shook by missing a field goal and make it even more difficult for future kicks. Like losing composure. If that's true, that's really cool. Vanderbilt looking to go hurry up here, running a few bubble screens and outside screens like that, trying to get something working. Good possibility there. Caleb's Downs could have had the interception. Going with the cover 6, zone coverage. Big sack by Keeley. Alabama just continues to get pressure on the Vanderbilt quarterback. Ooh, a little cut back in the middle and got stuffed. I really don't like these pulling guard plays. A lot of times our guards are big and strong, but a lot of times when they pull, they kind of get in the way. And the running lanes just close down. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Big rush there. The pass to Kendrick Law. He's just going to burn everyone down the sideline. Can they catch him? And they do. Just the post-snap read on that was, is it zone, is it man? And as I saw the, I believe it's a linebacker or safety go with the tight end, knew it was man. When you got man coverage like that, touchdown, Jam Miller. When you got man coverage like that, your crossing route, usually your hot route guy, especially Kendrick Law, is going to be wide open. Just float that pass. You float it like that, gives him time to get some separation, and an easy big gain, and an easy touchdown for Alabama. Alabama now up 28-0 on the Commodores. The Alabama defense continues to play well. I do want to work on our rushing attack a little bit. We're doing really well with our passing attack. But especially once we get in the second half, just to try to really slow this game down. Watch it there, Caleb. Ooh, the QB faked everyone out. I was trying to adjust the defensive backs because there was a wide receiver that was just wide open over here on the right. Got a flag on the play. It's going to be holding. Ball's coming back. First and 20 now. throw off the mark. Or I wouldn't say it was off the mark. He was right towards his wide receiver. His wide receiver just kind of stood there like he didn't know what to do. Got to jump, young man. Cahoot trying to get himself a sack. Keeley's been having a heck of a day. Cahoot, the current Heisman frontrunner, trying to make sure his name doesn't get lost. Excellent tackle there. We'll go ahead and call a timeout. I say we want to work on our running game, but now we're in the 2-minute offense situation. And we're just going to do what we need to do. Hey, he was supposed to block number 3. Come on now. Pitch out to Jam Miller in the flat. Lewis, our tight end, gets the first down. Hale over the middle with a catch. Very nice. You can see we're not running a lot of deep routes, running a lot of medium routes. I'm just kind of testing a few things out with the offense right now. Oh, that didn't work out too well. It's hurt to the line. Just overthrown. Ryan Williams just not quite able to get free. It's third down for Alabama. Excellent throw there to Ryan Williams on the sideline. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Jam Miller with a catch out of the backfield also gets out of bounds. Oh. Remember that, we're going to take a timeout. 40-yard field goal attempt for our young kicker. That kick is going to be up and good. Your Alabama Crimson Tide extends their lead over the Commodores, 31-0. And hopefully our young kicker is feeling a little more confident in himself. Excellent tackling there. Excellent run defense there by Alabama, as has been the fact. Jaheed Campbell with a tackle for loss. That brings us to halftime. Alabama currently leads 31-0 over Vanderbilt. Jam Miller, player spotlight, 9 carries, 56 yards, a touchdown. I honestly think Ty Simpson should be in that spotlight. He has played a phenomenal first half. Jam Miller scoring here on his one lone touchdown of the day so far. And then the pressure here, causing the errant throw and the interception return for touchdown by Keon Keeley. That could start pushing his name up in the Heisman. The long throw here to Kendrick Law. Let's set up another Alabama scoring opportunity. With you back to the action, Alabama's coming out on offense. I will start taking a look and about making some decisions about when to pull our offensive starters. This drive here, I do think we'll focus a little more on our running. We've been doing a lot in the passing game, but I like to have a good balanced offense. So Jalen Miller breaks free. Look at him. Look at him go. Huge run by Jam Miller. 10 carries, 78 yards now. And a touchdown on the day. Jam Miller, he is intending to break that 1,000 yards. Another good run by Jam Miller. Hamby now in the game. Beautiful throw to Kendrick Law. He is knocked out of bounds. Strong side toss with Jam Miller back in the game. A little slow developing play there. Jam Miller up the middle for his second touchdown on the day. And I believe with that, folks, we are going to call it. We're going to call it for our starting offense. Before we do the extra point here, I'm going to go ahead and do it. You know what? We're going to drop in Mr. Ding. He hasn't played in a lot of games, and so we can still preserve his red shirt, but we definitely want to see what we've got in him. He's a smaller quarterback. We'll let Justice Haynes come up to take the start there at running back. Wide receiver-wise, Colby Prentice, and then we'll do Hale, and then we'll also do Mr. Hamilton here. Stepping up into... Actually, you know what? Colby Prentice is a senior. He's on the field most of the time. Let's let Walters get up there. Maybe not have him be the starter. Lewis will continue to allow him to start, and then we'll have Romero back him up. Left tackle's coming out. Left guard is coming out. Center is coming out. As you can see, we just go down the list here and switch everyone out. Oop, hold up. We forgot one thing. We forgot the specialties. Specialties on offense, third down back. That's going to be Justice Haynes going forward for the rest of the game. Daniel Hill with Justice Haynes backing up for power. And then in the slot, it's Jalen Hale. We'll leave Jalen Hale there in the slot. We'll continue to allow the defense to play. Maybe another series or two. And then we'll look at pulling them as well. But Alabama now up 38-0 on Vanderbilt. Man, that's really part of building good depth on a team is when you get into a game like this, you've got to start pulling all your starters, let these young players get in and play some, and the way the algorithms work, the downs they play and all that will give them more overall improvement in the offseason. Good run defense there. The Vanderbilt running back able to get 4 off of that. Excellent tackle. Good run defense. It's third down. And a good stop on third down. The ball's coming back to Alabama. Oh, Hamilton trying to get free. And he can't get free. So now we welcome some new players to the field. Deng, I don't know how you say his name. He comes in at quarterback. Justice Haynes, starting in behind him. We've got All new offensive linemen out there. Some of our depth players at wide receiver. Hale is our starting slot wide receiver, so it definitely has some playing time. Daniel Hill coming in at power back, able to get some yards and get a first down. Oh, what a break on the ball there. What a break on the ball. Unfortunate for our young true freshman quarterback. Definitely the wide receiver was open there. That was just an impressive play by the defender. Nice big hit there by our defense. Ball batted down by Deontay Lawson. And though we turn the ball over, no points for Vanderbilt as the defense holds strong. Justice Haynes cutting and weaving his way. Excellent throw there to Hamilton as he gets free down the sideline. So we're late enough in the game after this series here. We'll go ahead and put in the backup defense as well. We will not do the experiment with Caleb Downs in this game. We'll just go ahead and let our young defenders get some opportunity. Daniel Hill showing his strength and ability throwing defenders off. A modest gain, but definitely a lot of heart in that play. Hamilton gets the ball, gets 4th and inches. You know this is Alabama. We're going for it. Daniel Hill, our power back in the backfield. Easily attainable. Easily attainable. We'll let the clock roll down. We'll head into the 4th quarter. Your Alabama Crimson Tide. We're up 38-0. Not a bad showing so far. Much what we would expect going up against a 2-7 Vanderbilt. And there it is, the end of the 3rd quarter. I do believe I do like these 10-minute quarters here. So look there, Clemson ahead of us at 9-1. We are 9-0. Texas A&M at number 4, whom we beat in that difficult 4-game stretch. And we're back. So yes, most definitely, after this drive, however it ends, we will put in the backup defense. We will certainly call it a day for our starting defenders. They've had just an incredible run these last 4 games, now 5 games. Number 98, good hustle there by the Vanderbilt defender. Justice Haynes in for the touchdown. And Alabama extends their lead. after the extra point should be 45-0. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10 plays, 82 yards for your Alabama Crimson Tide. And with that, as I said, we're going to go in here and we will be removing our defensive starters. Time to put the backups in, let the young boys get some playing time. Keon Keeley there is the younger, but we're going to allow the true freshman here, Jeremiah Beeman, to get some playing time. We'll still allow Osborne to step, but do we want Osborne? Yes, we'll allow Osborne. Osborne steps up in the right end position. Defensive tackles will remain the same. I don't believe there's any down. Yeah, there's one. There's one defensive tackle here. We'll allow him to come up, and he'll take over for Fox alongside Thompson. So we got two freshmen here. Left outside linebacker, Bennett can step up, fill in the role there. For Deontay Lawson, he's going to take the role. And actually, we'll let Nunez get the start there. Right outside linebacker, Jaheed Campbell will come down the board. At corner, pretty easy switches there. We'll let the young sophomore come up. Free safety, it's going to be Mr. President. We'll get the nod there. And then at strong safety, it's going to be Dre Kirkpatrick. And you know what? We're going to let Red Morgan here step up and play a little bit of a role to keep Caleb Downs and his partner off the field. We'll come over here to rush left end. It'll be Overton. No. Who is that young player we put in there? Beeman. It's going to be Jeremiah Beeman will come in as rush left end. Rush right end can be Osborne with... we'll let Wooden back him up there. Rush defensive tackle will remain Thompson and Fox. Where is that young freshman that we put in? Not Otis, not Payne, not Keelan. Is it Faga? No, not Faga. Where's the other freshman? Is he up here somewhere? I'm not losing my mind, right? We put a freshman in at D tackle, correct? His name is Faga. Oh, okay, so it is Faga. It's weird. I didn't think that was the name, but that's all right. So, we'll go ahead and pull Fox, and Faga will come in the rush D tackle role. Sub linebacker. We will let Nunez step up. Nunez will step up and be our sub linebacker. And Alexander will back him up in that role. Slot corner will not be Caleb Downs. It will be Mr. President. Make sure I don't have President starting. I do not. Okay, so Mr. President steps in. He's going to have to go out there without his Secret Service, though. Just saying. So we've got the defense switched up. We've got all the backups in. Nice big hit. On the day, Alabama 13 of 17, 306, and 2 touchdowns through the air. Excellent tackling there. Faga getting up the middle and making his presence known. And Dre Kirkpatrick Jr. caught out of position. Nice tackling there. Hey, Faga gets in and lets his presence be known. Welcome, young man. His first career sack. And that'll make it 4th and 5. Vanderbilt set to punt away. Good series by our backup defenders. Hamilton up the middle for a decent gain. Whoa, wow. Number 91 just absolutely blew up our offensive line on that play. Loss of 4. Very impressive. Excellent throw there by the backup quarterback, or actually the third string quarterback. 3 of 4, 34 yards, or 62 yards now. Daniel Hill up the middle. With that, we're going to go ahead and make the change. Go to our 2 clock offense. Justice Haynes up the middle, kind of weaving his way through. Underneath, almost intercepted. They call for the fair catch. Excellent punt by our young punter, and we're back on defense. Excellent pressure there by the defensive line. Forces a 3rd down. Faga. Fumble. Touchdown. 2 defensive touchdowns in this game. Faga, the true freshman, getting in his 2nd sack, a forced fumble, and a defensive touchdown for the big man. 2 defensive touchdowns in this game, both of them from our defensive line. A nice big hit to jar the ball loose. So next week that's coming up, we're going to be going to Little Rock to face Arkansas. Now that's going to be a little bit more of a difficult game for us. We're going to be playing away from home. We've been playing at home here a lot recently. This is the final home game of the season. I guess you could call it Senior Day. Our final 2 games will be at Arkansas and then finishing the season out, as we always do, at Auburn. And much like many of the games that we've played, going to Florida State, going to Georgia, some very difficult atmospheres to go into and try to get a win. And Thompson gets in for the sack. What's really crazy, Thompson being a freshman, I believe he's a redshirt freshman, but Faga in for another sack. Isaiah Faga. His 3rd sack of the day. He could honestly earn himself Player of the Week with the game that he's having. Unbelievable showing. Who was that? Osborne. Osborne in for the sack. Man, this young defensive line here, man, they are trying to show they're ready. They're ready for next year. All right, and with that, we're just going to run the clock out. Not much time left. 1 minute and 3 seconds. Should be pretty easy. Justice Haynes dipping and weaving his way through. And one final snap here. Let's get one final. Oh, Justice Haynes. Justice Haynes says, no, I need myself a touchdown. Touchdown, Alabama. I'm sitting here talking about one more play, and then we're done. And Justice Haynes says, oh, no, sir. No, sir, I'm not done. Oh, a missed extra point. Everything can't be absolutely perfect. We've got to have a few slip-ups here and there. Excellent tackle there by number 16. That could have been very bad. And another sack. 9 sacks on the day for this Alabama defense. Hunter Osborne getting in for his second sack on the day. What a day it's been for this Alabama defense. Once again, they continue their run of shutouts. Last point surrendered by this Alabama defense was 3 points to Georgia in Athens. Since then, no points. Kendrick Law, your player of the game, 4 catches, 166 yards, and a touchdown. But really, let me put it to you, it was the Alabama defense. So we move on ahead. Let's take a quick look at the stats in this game, simply because there were so many players that played so well. Ty Simpson, 11 of 14, 268 and a touchdown, no interceptions. The young freshman quarterback, 3 of 5, 62 with 1 interception. Jam Miller, 14 carries, didn't eclipse the 100-yard mark, but got his 2 touchdowns. Justice Haynes, 11 and 91 and 2 touchdowns. On the receiving end, you saw it. Kendrick Law was the big receiver on the day. 4 catches, 166 yards. Ty Lockwood also getting himself a touchdown there. Blocking, fine. Defensively, here's where the story was made. It was all the sacks. 3 sacks by Zaya Faga, the freshman, who came out and also recovered a fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. Can't wait to see what he does next year as a full-time starter. Osborne got himself a couple of sacks. Fox, a sack and a half. Thompson, a sack. Keon Keeley, a sack and an interception return for a touchdown. The one person we didn't hear from today was Cahoot. He was back in the field. He was back in the backfield many a time, but just not quick enough. But with that, that is the 10th game on the season. We are now 10-0. Riding high from an efficient offense and probably the greatest defense of all time. We'll go ahead and advance to the next week, as we always do. Commitment from a 4-star free safety. We got another president. We have 2 presidents on our team. 4-star right tackle, 4-star defensive tackle, 4-star quarterback, Sean Adcock out of Forney, Texas. Several commits, and we've still got a few commits down here as well. 6'2", 191, the scrambler. So recruiting going well for Alabama with all those commits. We'll take a look. Isaiah Faga, I told you he was going to get Defensive Player of the Week here in the SEC. 3 sacks, including one of those, a sack fumble recovered for a touchdown. That also earns him National Defensive Player of the Week. A true freshman. Excellent to see that. Let's take a look at the recruiting standings. We don't have many recruits left on our board. We do. We still got a handful. We got a handful of recruits left on there. No more available spaces for visits. So all these recruits, if they don't sign with someone else, will have to wait to the off season. We did have a couple of recruits here that did not sign with us. That's very interesting. Ladarius Mangum, scrambler out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He may end up signing with Oklahoma, although we've jumped out ahead. And a wide receiver here. We're still first overall, just not enough to get his signature. 6'5" and 220, very physical. I'd love to see that. But lots of commitments here. A really great class put together, and we have stretched that lead we have against Georgia for a back-to-back number one recruiting classes. 8 5-stars, 8 4-stars, and 4 3-stars. 20 total recruits with a few more left that we could possibly get. Let's take a moment and take a look at the Heisman watch list. Has there been any changes? Yes, Kiana Kahoot has dropped down. Cade Klubnik has stepped up as a potential Heisman Trophy winner. Kahoot had a very quiet game against Vanderbilt, only 2 tackles. He will have to really light up the stat sheet here at the end of the season. As we go here to take a look at conference standings, Alabama sits comfortably number 1 with Texas A&M right behind us, putting up a potential rematch against the Aggies. We did defeat them in the regular season. Our final 2 opponents of the season, Arkansas sitting at 6-4, Auburn an abysmal 3-7. Current college football playoff bracket, let's see how it stands as of right now. Alabama pretty firmly that number 2 spot. I don't know how in the world we are behind Clemson, but we are. Potential number 2 to push us into the Sugar Bowl in the quarterfinals, but getting that first round bye. The 2 teams right now that we could potentially face, 2 very good teams, USC and Michigan. So we've got Pac-12 and Big Ten there as potential opponents. A&M looks like they could have to face Georgia in the first round if we can maintain our hold and win the SEC. Oregon leading the Pac-12, Kansas State leading the Big 12, and Clemson leading the ACC. Currently, the Big Ten not listed as the 4 teams to get a bye. They're teams that they have that are vying for that spot. Penn State at number 6, Michigan number 7, and that's it. For your SEC teams, we have Georgia, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and Alabama. And out in the Pac-12 filling in some slots with USC, Oregon, and that's it. ACC's got 3 teams possibly in the mix: Boston College, Clemson, and Miami. Just 2 games left to go. Let's take a look at our stats so far. Ty Simpson starting to climb up even more. He's just a redshirt junior. He could come back for his senior season. 15 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. Jam Miller, so close to 1,000 yards. He's going to get there. Kendrick Law has stepped up with Ryan Williams as 2 wide receivers over 500 yards in our starting tight end with 400. And then as we come here, look into our sack total. Still 12.5 by Kahoot. That's really good. Keeley's come up with 9, 8.5 by Fox. And, of course, Faga has joined the group with 3 sacks in that last game. Kicking 7 of 9, and we just missed our first extra point. And punting, it's where it is, as always. Till next time, it's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. When you come back, we're going to face off against Arkansas in Little Rock, and then we head down to the Plains to take on Auburn in the Iron Bowl to round out the season. It's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. We'll catch you later.